This is going to be your new favorite way to make potatoes. They are crispy on the edges and soft and tender in the middle. They are slathered in a delicious garlic confit butter and finished off with a sprinkling of parsley and parmesan. Today we are making Hasselback potatoes. First up, we need to get started on the garlic butter sauce. Grab 2 bulbs of garlic and slice off the top until just the top of the garlic cloves are exposed. I'm using a sharp knife to do this. Grab a baking dish that has a lid or cover and place the sliced garlic cloves into it. You can also use a sheet of alfoil and tightly wrap the garlic in it. We just need to make sure that the garlic is covered or the top of the cloves will burn when baked. Season the garlic with salt and pepper and then drizzle 1 tablespoon of olive oil all over the cloves. Cover with the lid and bake in the oven for 1 hour at 200 degrees Celsius or 390 degrees Fahrenheit. After 1 hour, the garlic cloves will be escaping from their skin, slightly golden on top and soft and jammy in texture. They will also have a sweet and smooth taste that is very mild compared to when cooking with raw garlic. Carefully remove the hot garlic from the pan. Reserve all of that delicious oil that is pooled at the bottom of the pot, as this will have a lovely garlic-infused flavor and can be reused. I recommend storing it in a glass jar in a dark spot, such as your pantry. Once the garlic has slightly cooled, squeeze out those cloves. Mash them up with the back of a large knife and set to the side for now. In a small pot or microwave-safe dish, add 6 tablespoons of butter and the garlic confit. Stir over a low heat until everything is well combined, or pop in the microwave for 2 minutes, stirring at every 30-second interval. You'll see that once the butter is melted, you are left with beautiful chunks of garlic throughout. Next up, we need our potatoes. Floury and starchy potatoes will work best. If you're in Australia, Sebago or Desiree, like the ones I'm using here, are great. And if you're in the US, try and get your hands on some Yukon Gold or Russet. I look out for potatoes that have a flat base so they don't wiggle around on the board, but you can always slice the bottom of the potato so they are flat and stable when you cut them. Place the potato between the hands of 2 wooden spoons or chopsticks and cut through. The chopsticks will stop you from cutting all the way through the potato. Make thin slices that are 2 millimeters thick. The thinner the slices, the more your potato will fan out, meaning you will have many more crispy edges, which are my favorite part. You will also have more slits for that garlic butter to seep into. Place all of the sliced potatoes onto a large baking tray, giving them a little space in between so they can fan out as wide as possible. Season with a generous amount of salt and then drizzle over a healthy portion of olive oil. Open up the slits of the potato so the oil can seep in. You can also massage the potato with your hands so every side is well seasoned. The salt will penetrate into the potato, flavoring it beautifully, and the olive oil will help crisp up the outside. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. This first bake is going to encourage those potatoes to open up nice and wide. Remove the potatoes from the oven and pour over a generous amount of the garlic confit butter. I'm using a spoon so I can gather up all of those delicious garlic confit bits that tend to sink to the bottom of the butter. Grab a brush and brush over the butter that is pooled at the bottom of the baking tray. Place back into the oven for 40 minutes, basting every 10 to 15 minutes. Basting is an essential step when making Hasselback potatoes, so do not skip this part. Using your brush, scoop up the butter at the bottom of the pan and apply quite a bit of pressure when brushing the potatoes. This helps push the potato slips apart and encourages the butter to drip down into those slits. If your potatoes need to be a little more crispy, you can always keep in the oven for an additional 10 minutes, turning the temperature up to 220 degrees Celsius or 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Just keep an eye on them so the edges don't burn. Once you have done your final baste on the potatoes, finish off with a sprinkling of finely chopped parsley. This just helps bring a lovely freshness to quite a heavy and dense dish. I also like to add a little sprinkling of Parmesan cheese because how can you go wrong with cheese and potatoes? Serve your potatoes immediately while they are still hot and those edges are still crispy. They will taste exactly like a packet of crisps. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video or made this recipe at home, please let me know in the comments. I read all of your comments and I absolutely love to hear your feedback. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Your support means the world to me. I'll catch you next week.